Hi guys, I'm Tom Nguyen. Tom Nguyen here. Hey, it's Tom Nguyen. Hi, I'm Tom Nugent. Tom Nguyen. Tommy Nakajima here. Hi, I'm Tom Davidson. And let's talk pro comics. Hey guys, this is Tom. And for today, I'd like to talk about independent comic book publishers. So, a question I get often at shows is, should I work with this publisher? You know, we've kind of been talking and they kind of want me to collaborate to do work for them. And it's an independent book. It's like one of their characters. Should I go for it? And usually it's artists who ask me, but I suppose it applies to writers, inkers, colorists, whatever. And in general, I say my answer is no. Now that's in general, but let me get more specific. Usually when these people ask me this question on whether they should do work for a no-name indie company, the situation is typically they want to get more experience, or they have an aspiration to break it as a pro into the bigger companies, make some money. So if you fall into one of those categories, and typically you will be if you're asking this question, I just think there's just better and less stressful ways to do it. One of the things I hear quite a bit about these independent companies, and it's even happened to me as I was breaking in, and even after I broke in, I think maybe because they thought I was such a noob, and I was very green to the industry on how it works. They've been talking to this publisher guy, and he's got this book that he wants to do. He's trying to look for collaborators, creatives to work on his book, his property, his story idea, because everyone's got a genius story idea. Everyone's got this cool storyline that, if only people would see it, then it would totally blow up and be successful. The only problem is 99.9% of the time, these companies will say, well, we don't really have the budget to pay you, but you know what? We are totally willing to give you a percentage of the back end, which means they will not make money. Most people, I have yet to see in my 22 years in this industry any person who has seen money from the back end of these publishers. So in a way, it's kind of misleading. It's a lie. It's a scam. They just want free talent to help develop their story ideas. So, I don't have the best impression of these tiny no-name independent startups. If your goal is to get experience, I guess, but that's a hard pill to swallow, because now you're being asked to contribute time that you may not have. You have to really ask some deep questions first. Do you have a full-time job? Are you working? If you are, once you enter into this collaboration to produce another book on the side, you're taking time away from sleep, because you have to work a full-time job and you have to work on this book for something that you will most likely never get paid for. And if you're lucky enough to even have it published, that might be a way, you're going to be putting in a lot of time and hours into it. So I suppose it's okay it's not a bad thing to want experience working with other people. But you have to kind of weigh, is it worth it for the amount of time and effort you're putting into it for that experience? Are you just trying to learn? Are you trying to get better at your craft? If you're looking to get paid, I got bad news for you. Chances are you're not going to get paid. Man, even through my career, I've been contacted by these small publishers and have been offered back-end deals. And in fact, one of my favorite stories is I was contacted by a guy who worked at, I think he worked at Playboy TV, and he had connections at HBO. I won't mention his name, but he contacted me and he wanted to send me a script, and it's like an 8-page, gave me a really good pitch. He knew the head of HBO, and he had an actress lined up, a name actress, Jada Pinkett Smith is really interested. And you know what I said? I said, okay, here's my page rate. I want, I don't know what I said. It was like $400 a page, pencils and inks. I don't know if I offered colors. And I said, I'll be on board. Because in my mind, at least I'll get something out of it. he hesitates and he says, well, Tom, I'll be upfront with you. We don't really have a budget, like that. But what we will say is you will get a piece of the pie. You will get a piece of the pie. And Jada Pinkett Smith is interested. I'm tight with the guy, at HBO, and this looks like it's going to be a pretty good deal. We just need the artwork to pitch for it. Say no. They always exaggerate. They always exaggerate when they're trying to get you. So, that's just one example of many for me. And, you could smell it a mile away once you've been in this business for a while. I know some of the small publishers will pay you, other than saying, well, we'll pay you on the back end, which is not going to happen. They'll say, well, we'll pay you in blank covers. I question that too, because blank covers from small no-name publishers is not going to mean anything. People would rather bring a blank cover of Batman 1000 or Superman or something for you to do a sketch on if you're looking for making money off of blank covers. So the blank cover stuff doesn't mean much to me. I know for a while, and this is a fact, and it's public, that Zenescope had problems paying their artists. So then I would hear that they would pay with their blank covers. Now they have a little bit of a name to where you might be able to ride off of the blank cover thing, and they have published stuff. So you have to ask yourself, are you going to be able to parlay your work with ABC XYZ publisher into something more, building up your social following or getting more attention to it? Zenescope, there's a possibility. Most other small independents, no. So as far as payment is concerned, that's not even a consideration for me. I don't think it should be for you. So another motivation that people might have is they want to, hopefully, let's just say this book you're working on, this indie book, gets published. Or, the guy decides to make a few copies and gives you a few. And you want to use that to promote your work and use that to submit to the big publishers. The issue there is that if you're going to collaborate with a team, chances are it's not professional enough quality for you to even show publishers. So you're not really helping yourself there. You're better off working far less, just doing 5 pages of portfolio work and showing that. Because the publisher who looks at your indie book, let's say you want to be a penciler. Well, let's say the inker they got is crappy and it ruins your work, or the colorist is. Or let's say you're an inker and you have to ink over a really crappy penciler and you're trying to use that as a portfolio. Well, that doesn't help. It actually hurts you more than it helps you. So why put all that time into working on this little independent book when you can just spend far less time on your own portfolio? In the end, it really is, for me, my time is valuable. I want to get paid for it. And if I'm going to make money, if I'm going to put my sweat and tears into something, it's going to be something that I like. That's my own creation. Why kill yourself working on some other guy's pipe dream storyline? I'd rather work on my own storyline, have some fun with it at least, and work far less and be proud of something rather than promoting someone else's idea. That's how I look at it. And with today's Kickstarter, you can even make money doing that if you market that right. That's probably another video in itself. But as far as, I have an opportunity to work with an independent small publisher, should I go for it? I'd say no. Most of the time, don't go for it. You want to, especially if you want to make some money, you want to start maybe trying to get a page rate out of it. So the smaller companies will start paying small page rates, and once you get to the bigger company, you can get paid more. But I really don't see an advantage working for someone where A, you're not going to get paid. 99.9% of the time, you're not going to get paid. B, you also have a slim chance of getting published. You're working with a guy's dream and a guy's money. And, some other part of the creative team might fall through and it just might not see the light of day. I just don't feel like working on other people's stuff. I want to work on my stuff. I want to work on things that I enjoy drawing, which aren't necessarily the same things as some other guy might want to write for me. And I want to have fun doing it. So that's my 2 cents. I would rather see you aspiring artists work on your portfolio, get feedback from pros, And you know, if you see me at a convention, I'm fairly available to do portfolio reviews and tell you where you need to work, what you need to work on next. So I'm just saying there's just much better ways for you to utilize your time, much better ways for you to make money, much better ways for you to be seen than working for these weekend fly-by-night independent publishers that will offer you the back-end deal. Work for yourself. Always look out for number one, which is you. And look out for your family, your finances, your bills, and your time. And that is my advice. So if you like this video, thumbs up, much appreciated. Please subscribe, share, spread the knowledge. Spread the knowledge to all the other artists. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.